Hi, it's Malcolm here from greyhorsespot.co.uk and GHBlite.co.uk. In this short video, I want to show you the importance of return on investment, or ROI, and how using it as a guide can give you less selections but more profit. If you're a member of the Greyhorsespot or GHBlite, then you would have probably been following the MR2 selections that are available as a bonus in the members area. Using my Optimum Profit Startegy (OPS) technique, I showed you that the best odds to follow at the time were 7 to 40. I also showed you that using 2% of your bank was the most profitable banking strategy. You can read more about this here. That's www.greyhorsespot.co.uk/artview, artview.asp. P number equals 3, or just click the link, it's far easier. But the third part of the puzzle is ROI. So let's see how that affects the profit. There is one thing that you should understand about ROI, and that is we are trying to achieve the greatest return on investment for the least amount of money, or the greatest return for the least amount of money. And that doesn't always mean more profit, but we will come to that in a moment. If you download the latest spreadsheet at www.greyhorsespot.co.uk/mr2.xls. You can see both of these links in the titles, in the text underneath the video, so you can get those links from there. We are going to try and concentrate on 5 sales mainly. Okay, that's the maximum odds, the minimum odds, the points, the number of selections, and of course the ROI. Now, as you can see from the spreadsheet, at the moment, from the minimum and maximum odds I originally recommended, we are seeing an 82 points profit using 191 selections, which basically gives us a return of 43% on each 1 point. Now, in anybody's books, that's pretty good, but as with all systems, it's early days, so that's probably going to go down over time. But what we want to do is keep on trying to find the maximum profit that from the minimum amount of selections, as I said. So what I want you to do is just drop this down a little bit, the maximum odds down to 25. Okay, so we go like that. Now, as we can see, the number of selections has dropped to 160, and our points profit has dropped slightly as well. But our return on investment is now 50.94%. Basically, that means that we've had less losers in this price range, which has obviously allowed us not to make so much profit because we haven't had as many selections, but not to have so many losers as well. You also find by doing that as well, let me just smooth this over slightly so you can see. This system started off really well with lots of days of profit, then it went down, up, a little bit of profit. Then it had a couple of losing days. This 100 was a really bad day. It just lost totally on that day. And then it started to come back again, and until you can see yesterday, it was another 11 points up yesterday. So, it has its ups and downs, and what we want to do is smooth that out by using your ROI. So what I'm going to ask you to do is drop it down again, and this time to 20%. Now, get ready for this because you're going to be quite amazed. Okay, now, when I found this morning, when I was mucking about with the figures again, I couldn't quite believe it, and I've gone through the spreadsheet, and I'm pretty sure I got all this right, and we've been using this for quite a few days now. Nobody's actually said that I've got anything wrong, so I'm pretty sure it's all right. Anyway, profit has gone up to actually 95.5, so that's 10 points up on the original that we had showing earlier. The selections have dropped again to 146, but the ROI, the return, is now 65%, or 65 and nearly 0.5%. So it's pretty amazing. And the great thing about it now is that our losing days have actually shrunk as well. And we have them still. You're going to have them with any backing system. But as you can see, they're not as bad now, apart from that one odd day where we just lost on everything. But also the profit on the good days is better as well. Like yesterday was about 100. Our original, in fact, I can check that for you. If we go back to 7 to 4, well, it was 9 points. But if we took that back down to 20, it's now 14 points. So that's quite a bit of difference. So that makes up. Now, the other thing is, I want to show you this quickly because this is a graph. Now, if you look at 7 to 20, you can see it goes up and it goes down, it goes down, but it goes up again. And it's not brilliant, but it's not bad either. If we take that up to 40, you can see the up and down is a lot bigger, and we really did go down. So we're smoothing out the ride basically by doing that. Okay, one final thing. Obviously, because of the way Betfair works, we can't always guarantee that they will match at 20. I mean, if we put in a bet into the market at 20, it might get matched at 21. And it might get if we used wide nods in the Grey Horse Spot or GHBlite, we may get matched at less as well. So let's put that up to 21, say. As you can see, it's actually the ROI is slightly better. I think that's better, isn't it? Sorry, slightly less. At 62%, but you're not going to cry over that, are you? And if you go up to 22, it does drop again. But so if we set our odds at about 20, we should most of the time get those 20s. If we go down to 19, we've still got quite a high percentage rate. So even if you wanted to start at 19, but 20 is obviously optimum. Dropping these odds down to 6 is going to make a difference. But hopefully we won't get picked up too much. But we're still well over the 50%, and our profit points is still high. But if we try and stick to as close to 7 as we can get, that's where our optimum odds are now, and that's our optimum profit. Okay, so I didn't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to show you what difference you can make. Oh yeah, there was one other thing, sorry, going on. The 2% of the bank, which is what I recommended originally. Okay. Now, this got quite hairy when we had the odds set to 7 to 40. In fact, I'll show you that because you can see, it started off all right, but then we had some quite hairy losses later on, as you can see, 237, 239, 248, all in a row. So, and although we've come back again over the last few days, that was a pretty hairy time around then. So if we put that to 20, okay, you can see that, we had the winners. The winning days were a lot better, and the losing days, I mean, the winning days were amazingly. The losing days were not so bad, apart from that one where it was quite horrific. But apart from that, as you can see, the profit's gone sky high with that. And yesterday would have been £418 at 2% of your, well, by that time your bank would have been up to £2,500 or 2,615 if you had followed the selections from day one. So that goes to show that we're almost at optimum now for this particular system as of today. I mean, the thing is to always watch the system and test it to find out if there's if it gets better. The more results you have, the better you can do that. But that's based on 394 results. Anyway, just thought I'd quickly show you that, and hopefully you can use it and see if you can improve your profit. Don't forget, again, these are the MR2 along with the MR1 and Malays is a bonus for greyhorsebot.co.uk members and GHBlite.co.uk members, and they're both in the bonus areas. So if you join or if you are a member, just pop over and have a go. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.